Okay, back with another video as Jan leaves the toilet.
Do you want your dinner?
Oh, perhaps I better cut that bit. So anyway, a while ago now, I did have a bit of a moan about this Sat Nav, Garmin Sat Nav. I think it's 770 LD or something like that. I'll put on the bottom here, across the screen again, what it's called. But I had a right moan about it, saying it's a load of rubbish. It sent us down all the wrong roads, didn't it?
Yes.
Do you remember?
It did.
That was terrible, weren't it? And we didn't use it for a while, and then recently I put it on, and it said there was an update available. So of course I let it update, and it took absolutely forever. Okay, so we're back again. I'm actually now moved to the cab because the dog was being a bit of a pain. So so I've put the Sat Nav back on its stand on the window there, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to hook it up instead of just turning it on with the engine. I don't want the engine running, so I thought I'd just get my extension and we'll plug it into that. It's the same thing, so let's do this. Let's do this. I know she's going to tell me off. Try and do this with one hand, it's a bit tricky. Right, okay, so we've hooked up and now it's come on under the 12-volt power, and we had an agreement thing. You have to press agree at the beginning. You've just missed that. So this is the main screen. I say it's all working absolutely fine. I'm sorry about the noises behind me.
Sorry.
That is Jan messing about in the kitchen,
Cooking your dinner.
and she's decided to do it while I'm doing this. So right, so this is the main screen. Anyway, I thought I'd just show you it. I can't show you it as I'm driving along at the minute because we're not going anywhere at the minute. So there's a view map which actually shows where you are. We're parked up, so you can't see where we are. We're on a site at the minute, so it's not picking that up. But you can go where to, obviously. And you've got all these different options. You can go home. Well, we ain't got that now, have we? So we can't put a home address in there, but otherwise that's where you'd put your home address. That's where you put the address. So you do that, and you can put town, postcode, and what have you. Now, there is one big niggle with this still, which I don't like, is it ain't like the Google Maps where you can put in longitude and latitude. You have to put an address, or like I say, postcode. You put postcode in, it asks you for the address anyway, which it's a bit irritating. I like to be quite precise, but that's, you know, that's the only downside really. And there's favourites. Press that and you go, I ain't got nothing in there at the minute, but you can put a list of favourites in there. Unfortunately, there's not, you can't have separate favourites either. You can only have just one entire list, which on Google Maps I've actually got wild camping list, I've got a camping sites list, shopping lists. I've got all different lists on that. With this you can't do like subcategories, which is a bit of a shame. There's obviously history. You got other things here. You got categories. You can go into that. So you got petrol stations. That's brilliant. Camping and caravan sites. That actually shows up on the map. Or you can have a list view of sites you can go and stop on. Obviously, you know, most of you are paid, but I mean, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It actually knows where they all are. That's Jan, by the way, with the pepper and salt, not to do with the noise coming from this at all. So anyway, you've got roadside services, you got restaurants, attractions, recreation, you got shopping, whatever that is, everyday life, bank and cash points. I mean, look, it's absolutely fantastic. You got all these other things here, look. Absolutely brilliant. And on here, look, you got petrol stations, restaurants, attractions. It's all basically there as well. This one here is brilliant. This here, so you got campgrounds, you can camper parking, so campgrounds. There you go. We just parked up in Aviston at the minute, as you can see, or Ratcliffe Cooley at the minute, and around this area, because it's picked up where we are. It tells you how far to go on each one. Brilliant, isn't it? Say for instance, Bosworth Water Trust, we'll do that one. So you look for the information on it, just wait a few seconds, tells you a bit more there. So you got your phone number, parking, tells me how many pitches look are at the site, dogs are welcome, children welcome, hard standing, that's something we have to go for every time, being in a heavy van. We don't want grassed pitches, otherwise we'd get stuck, wouldn't we?
Yes, we have learned that the hard way.
Shh, they think we're experts. Right, so yeah, that's that. It's absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I say petrol stations, that's so handy as well. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. And now it actually works, as you can see. There she is, cooking away, look, making a noise.
Hi guys.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd get on with it. People are waiting for a video, so I thought, can't wait any longer. I have you in the background, they can watch you if they get bored with me.
I need a step.
You need a step. It's because you're a midget. So there you go. Anyway, so the Sat Nav now works a treat, doesn't it? We've tried it out.
Yes.
What we did on the dashboard, we had that one side. On the other side of where I put my phone, I put Google Maps on that. A bit on the lens, not the lens, on the viewfinder. That's it. So we put yeah, Google Maps on there. We had it going to both going to the same location, and it's quite weird because I was going along. I had these.
Excuse me, just for a moment. Sorry.
Take 3. So yeah, we had the two set up. We had Google Maps on my phone, and we had that running as well, the Garmin Sat Nav. And I was going along and I had 3 women's voices telling me how to drive, where to go and what have you. And I say 3 because there's one's a Garmin, one's Google Maps and one's Jan. So normally I have just the 2, which is usually Google Maps and Jan. So this time I had 3 women telling me what to do as I'm driving along. Anyway, so yeah, so the 2 Sat Navs, not the human, the 2 Sat Navs. It was quite an interesting experience with the 2 voices telling me what to do. And we get to the point where Google Maps was going to tell us to go up this very narrow lane, whereas the Garmin knew that it was a narrow lane for a motorhome, and it told us an alternative route, and it wasn't like before, was it?
No.
Telling us to go miles and miles out of the way. It actually told us properly, like just a normal route nearby and a bigger road, which makes it easier for us to drive along. So that is absolutely brilliant, and we tested it so many times now, and it's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I say there's pros and cons. You know, I still like the Google Maps. I do like Google Maps. I would suggest if you're going to carry on using Google Maps for motorhoming, or even just a van or a lorry or something like that, you just got to keep watching the road ahead anyway, and look for the signs. When you're about to turn into some lane, you just use your head and think, well, hold on a minute, this looks a bit iffy, I ain't going to do it. But if you've got the money to spare, now I would recommend, now, not before, but now I would recommend this Sat Nav. It is a bit expensive. It's I think it's nearly 300 quid in it, I think, something like that. Yeah, from Amazon. But it's absolutely fantastic, as you can see. I know you can't see it exactly working, but trust me, it's been working for us. That's all I can say, really. But I'll put there's a link in the description below, which will take you straight to it on Amazon to save you trying to hunt down the exact model. So just click on that link and have a look at it and see what you think. I say there's probably other cheaper options out there. I don't really know. I know at the time when I was looking at one, this was recommended to me, so at the time, and that was when it had the problems. But now it's had the big update. It's yeah, it's great. So what I'll probably do just to cover myself for the time being, is when we're going to go on a trip somewhere that we really don't know how to get there, I'm going to put both on. So again, back to 3 women telling me what to do. But
Drop me mushroom.
she dropped a mushroom. Okay, there you go. On that big bombshell there, dropping the mushroom. I'm going to sign off. But yeah, check it out. Check the Amazon link below. Look for the Garmin link, Garmin Sat Nav link below, and have a gander. And yeah, maybe later on when I get a chance, I might hook up the camera in such a way that you can actually see it working. That might be an idea. But then again, you're not going to know if it's working properly, are you? But anyway, trust me, it's a good bit of kit. Oh, one other thing I do like about, or 2 other things I do like about this as well. It has got safety camera thing on it. In other words, speed cameras. It does tell you they're coming up. And also another thing that I like on this that Google hasn't got, and that is it does actually show you the speed limit signs in the corner. Although you know anyway when you're going along because you see the signs, but just so if you happen to miss the sign, you can look down at the sat nav and it's there in the bottom left corner, the speed limit sign, which is quite a nice feature because it also, you can have it warning you if you do go over, which you do tend to go over 1 or 2 miles an hour now and again, don't you? So but yeah, little features. And but I do like how it tells you where all the local shops are, petrol stations are. That's really handy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because once we was coming back from up Stafford way, and we went for miles and miles, didn't we?
Yeah,
And
we didn't know, there weren't no garages, was there?
no, there was no garages. We was actually running out of fuel, and it was doing my head in. I was thinking, hold on a minute, we're literally going to run out of fuel soon. And luckily we came across one in the end, didn't we?
You want to show my steak that Steve gave me?
Yeah, she's cooking a steak that a farmer sold to her. She calls Steve. Because what else did he give you?
He gave me some lamb chops.
He gave her lamb chops for free. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Why?
That's my steak, your burger.
You can see that. Look at the size of that steak.
Yeah, that's for me and Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. I bet he don't get any. Poor Charlie. Has a tin of fish. Right, signing off. So we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.